Right, hello and welcome to the Geek Club. Traditional sip of tea before we start. Anyway, yes, it is now coming up on 6 months since I purchased this Cat S60 rugged phone, which is sold as a rugged phone for adventure type people. Now, it's thicker, it's tougher than your average mobile phone, which is why we bought it. And 6 months later, what do I think of it now that I've used it every day? Well, first of all, you may notice there is one slight change to it. Yeah, as seems to happen to most people who own these, the speaker grill fell off. Yeah, it's just a glued mesh. Very poor. About 2 months ago, it sort of got dented and then it just started peeling away. So I've just removed it and sort of clean the glue up as best I can. And it now lives like that. Yes, which brings me on to another point with this. It does say that it's waterproof, and that is true. You know, I've had it underwater and it's worked fine. But what it doesn't tell you is that unlike other smartphones, when they get wet, the water runs off. It actually gets in the speaker and microphone in this. It doesn't get passed into the workings, but unless you put this on the 5-meter setting, which physically closes it, it actually gets into the speaker and microphone. So for a while afterwards, they ain't working clearly for you, boy. No. Yep, it doesn't actually tell you that. It does go into that automatic mode where it makes all the noises, which is good and gets it dry quicker, but you can still have half a day where it's a bit mingled. Apart from that, physically, it is fine. It's had one crunch on the corner there where I dropped it. It's had a few falls actually, and with having this bezel, it's come away. Oh, it's listening to me. Don't want to do that. It's come away quite lightly. It's got bashes there. This has been down mines and done filming down mines. It's something else I'll come on to in a moment. The other common fault with these is this door here, which is the power door, and commonly these fall off. Doesn't seem to take too long for most people, these fall off, but I've had no trouble. You just have to be gentle with that. Don't pull that, don't be excessive force with that, else that is going to come away. The only problem is every time you open it, that catches, and so you've got this within days of buying it. You've got the scar here. Oh well, life is life. On the back, it has remained as is, spotless, despite going, as I said, on mining adventures and filming. So yes, battery life, brilliant. A couple of days battery, you don't have to worry about that. That is absolutely brilliant. There are times when it will drain its battery faster because something's running, but that's like any phone, you reset it and it is fine after that. The display, no issues with that. It is a 1080p display, a little bit smaller, but unless you're really nerdy, you're not going to notice the difference between this and a 4K on this size. No. The thermal camera, which is fired up there, not really used it beyond the first few weeks. Unless you are using this for professional means, this is more of a gimmick, I'd say. And when you look at other FLIR systems, this is low resolution, which does limit it. So yeah, beyond the gimmick value, personally I've not used it, but I can imagine there are many applications where that would come in handy. Performance wise with the apps, no issues. Facebook did go through a phase where it's crashing, but that was more Facebook than the phone, so it's given me no issues app wise. There is one big bugbear that people are having with Cat and this phone, because they've decided, apart from the odd security update, they don't update Android at all. So you're stuck with the version it originally came with. They do not update them. That's a big finger up to consumers, isn't it? Nice. You spend all that money buying our product and we're not going to keep it up to date. You. But the operating system does seem to do a fine job. I've got it on do not disturb mode, so you get no notifications. Surprising as yes. So the other big bugbear with this is the camera quality. As has been said in so many reviews, and I will agree, the camera is dim-witted. It has trouble focusing. It focuses slowly, which means you've got to hold the phone very steady to take pictures. And often, you know, the colours are out, focus is out. The video quality is not brilliant. I've done a few videos with it, you've seen it before, so it is not the best. And when we were underground, it just had trouble focusing completely. I actually had to get a third-party app, which is this one here, just to get more control over the focus of the camera, because the default app is useless. So I do suggest, if you buy one of these, to get a third-party camera app, and it will do much better. Apart from that, yeah, it's been a perfectly reliable phone. It's been nice. You know, it's 6 months on and it's not got a cracked screen. It's got a few airline scratches, which is to be expected. But it's nice that you can just, don't have to worry about the case, just shove this in your pocket and away you go. That is nice. So, overall, so far, apart from that failure there, which is, in the end, apart from stuff getting in there, it's not the end of the world that that's missing. It's been a good, reliable, solid phone. Would I buy another one? Probably not now, actually. Purely because of the camera. I love my taking pictures, and this is actually being filmed on a mobile phone. It's actually an older Galaxy Note 4 that I used to film in the lab. And yes, this just doesn't match even this with the camera. So for me, camera's important. So and I don't use the phone to film down mines anymore, so, or take pictures. So it's not necessary for me to have a phone like this now. So yes, if I were buying again, I'd probably go back to the Galaxy. If it wasn't for that camera. If the camera was good, I'd probably stick with these, because it's rugged. You can drop it and don't worry about it. But purely because of the camera, I'd like to go back to the Galaxies. So there we go. That's it. 6 months later. I may do a 12-month, but probably not much will change then. Still have the same opinions. So if you've enjoyed this video and you've not subscribed already, then please consider subscribing, and why not join us in our Facebook group down below, and also hit that notification bell so you can be notified of future videos, because they don't always come up in your subscriber box. So other than that, thank you all very much for watching.
You need to quit being dirty. You're a dirty boy.